Good evening, everybody. We are going to our second show tonight. It's going to be very, very nice. I encourage you to stay with me. We're going to be using a vegetable that, of course, a lot of you are familiar with, and it's green beans. Green beans are the start of the show tonight, and you've probably had them just boiled or in salads as a side dish. Well, tonight we will be making green bean fritters. Green beans fritters are delicious. They were made at my home as I was growing, and I hope that this recipe will be a keeper at your home too. Let's get started. Okay. First, we are going to start by, I will show you some of the ingredients we will be using tonight. We will be using queso fresco. I might mix some of this Monterrey Jack that I have. You don't have to. Queso fresco, it's enough if you have plenty. Okay? Always I use my garlic Goya. I will be using some of this Sazon Goya. Okay? Just showing you some of the ingredients we're going to be using. Onion, we'll use some garlic also, besides that other one I show you, some celery, some cilantro, some bell pepper, you can see there, I had a piece left, and some tomato, okay? We also might use a little bit of our Worcestershire sauce. You guys know I use it a lot, okay? And I might add to that also a little bit, not a whole lot, maybe this much of parsley, okay? Fresh or dry, whatever you have, okay? That works for any food. Also, we will be needing a little bit of cumin. You know I have it roasted already, and then I grind it as I cook. And of course I use some of this beautiful salt that I bought at the Hong Kong market that is roasted. You can use your regular salt. Okay? A little bit of chicken flavor bouillon powder or cube, whatever you have. And I will be using also eggs in this dish. I will say, because we're going to be wrapping those fritters in eggs, it might take, these are little, but they are delicious. They are farm. They gave them to me. They have beautiful hands, so we have all colors, kind of green. And so these eggs, I will be using, you know, some are big, some are small, probably 6 or 7 depending, because I want them to be nice wrapped. So we're gonna get started. Let me wash my hands again. Before I start, I want to, for the people that don't know, and I know that even lately people are very interested in learning about Hispanic products, and that's one of the purpose of my channel, is to bring you my culture, to bring myself to you, not only to my own culture but to the whole world, because it's important that we have a point of contact, that we get together. And what's more important than food? So this product Goya, it's got also agua de coco, which is coconut water, okay? And what I like about this product is that it really has all the flavor, of course, of the natural coconut, but also it has the pieces of the white of the inside of the coconut. It's very good. So what I will do is open it over here with y'all. Okay. Oh, cheers to Russell. Russell knows all about it. What am I talking about, brother? You're from Florida. You know, you probably grew up on this, or at least have once or twice. See, you can see the little pieces of coconut going there. So the cook has to drink something while cooking. And this will be my drink tonight. Cheers. Me too, Lorena. I love cocos. I tell you what, I've tried other brands. They're okay. This one over here, absolutely like you're drinking a coconut out of the coconut fruit. It's for you. Delicious. This is very refreshing, guys. Very. Okay. I'm gonna put it over here on the side. I'm gonna be taking some little sips every now and then while I'm cooking. Okay. And my hair is sticking out for some reason. I guess it's the air conditioning or something. Anyhow, I will definitely be sharing more products so everybody knows what we love to eat and drink, and we can share with the whole world. Okay. Okay, let's start with queso fresco. Okay. And I put it over here. And I am sorry for the girl that came and said she couldn't see anything. Did anybody have a problem? Because I saw everybody giving thumbs up. Did anybody else have a problem watching the other video? Because somebody says they couldn't watch anything. So I don't know what was going on. I know I do this live. See? Can you see me? So I have my hands clean. And I'm going to crumble this cheese like this. Okay? We're starting our recipe. And queso fresco is fine if that's what you have. This time, for the first time, I will be using a little bit of Monterrey Jack. I'm opening the bag. I'm here. I really don't know what happened to that other nice lady, but all the videos will be posted on YouTube. As soon as I'm done with this, I'm posting both of the videos, today's videos, on YouTube. So, okay. We'll put some of this cheese in here. Okay. These are not very difficult to make. Everything is just having the right ingredients, and then there we go. We start making them. And the thing about it is, right now, I don't know, but I just feel like since we need to stay inside more than anything, you know, I have been going out, taking the right measurements, but I still enjoy my homemade food more. Most of the time when I go eat, yeah, sometimes I enjoy a restaurant, but when I go, I like to socialize, and that's why I go. Okay, I'm gonna leave this on the side here. Who remembers that I like to grind my own cumin, and it's already roasted. You will never have cumin the way you've been having it after you roast it and you grind it. And I don't pulverize it all the way. I kind of like semi, not all the way powder. Okay, especially if I'm making chicken soup. Okay, I'm gonna add some of that in here. You can put, see, I did like 3 of these little bunches with my finger, but everything, what I want to encourage everybody, you have to taste your food as you go. And you might like an ingredient more than others. You want a little bit more, you can do that. It's your food. But what I always say is you don't want an ingredient to overpower your food. Can you see it? Or you can. Is that better? Okay. Always tell me, please, because I can just... So I will put a little bit of my delicious minced garlic, goya, okay? And before I get my hands in there again, you and I are going to cut a little piece of onion for a dish. Some of you probably have already made this dish before because it is native, or at least it's made. I have seen people from El Salvador making it. I don't know about all Central America, but I think they do. So this is it's something that I grew up with and that I always love, and it doesn't have to have meat. You can add ground beef if you wanted to, but I don't find it necessary, really. Okay. Over here, yes, I want it to be fine. I don't want the big pieces of onion. I think I'm gonna leave this. We don't need all that. Because we're stuffing all that cheese that it's seasoned with all this. We're stuffing them like that. So you don't want big chunks. You want them to be fine. Okay? See? Okay, I'm just putting everything in the bowl right now. Okay? Because we're going to be putting more things in the bowl. Okay? Now, I'm going to bring a tomato out. Got some of that onion in my hand. Okay. We don't need this. Okay. Let's see how much. Okay. And again, try to dice it really fine, not the big pieces. As fine as you can. You can always go back and do it over it again. See? Okay, so because my Roma tomato was kind of big, I'm gonna try. I can always add more if I need to, okay? Got my bowl over here, and I'm gonna put it inside the bowl. See, I'm putting everything there. Okay. Let's see if I can do this so you guys can get a better focus. Okay, so now I have a little bit of parsley, just a little bit. I'm gonna use half of this because I'm gonna use the rest in the sauce, and I don't want my cheese to be all parsley flavor. I'm just seasoning this. Okay, a little bit of that, a little bit of cilantro. See how little? Like this much here. And now, same thing, very fine. Okay. Put it in there. Okay. I have a little bit of bell pepper left from another recipe. I don't need all of that. I just need a little piece. I'm gonna be okay. Try to dice it fine, and then if it comes a little bit big, you can go back and chop it again over. Okay. Now, I am not making this food spicy because the recipe, the original recipe, is not like that. But if people like something spicy, you can always add whatever type of pepper you like. We are using bell pepper here. Now I have a little bit, like half of stick of celery. Take that in a half. Let's see first if that's all we need. See, when you are cooking, the process is the one that it's a little bit, once you have everything in there ready, you're ready to roll. It doesn't take a long time, believe me. Okay, some of that in there. And I will add just a little bit, look at this, of oregano in there. Just a little bit. Because oregano, it can overpower and it can be bitter. You gotta be careful. Okay, so now, remember we had added already our Goya. Okay, we're gonna start. Oh, and I'm gonna add a little bit. Well, no, that I'm gonna leave that for the sauce because I want this to be white, and that will. Let's do this like this. It's, you got to put your hands in there. I'm sorry, I don't know how to cook with gloves. Honestly, I have been watching a lot of chefs all my life, and it's up until now, I guess, because of everything that is happening, that I see a lot of people like that in YouTube. But this food is for me, and I tell you, I use my bare hands clean. Okay. Delicious. So to that I will add, just for flavor, okay, a little bit of that powder. See my fingers? I'm just drizzling a little bit of that. Okay, just to just think about it, you're seasoning, but you're also putting some salt in there. And I will put a little bit of my roasted salt. That's it. That roasted salt has pepper, so I don't need to add pepper. Pepper helps to bring out the flavors in the food. Okay. So we have now this ready. Once we have this ready, we're gonna go to the next step. Make sure that everything is combined so you don't have more salt or seasonings and some other ones don't get any. Make sure everything is well combined. Okay, let's try it. Very good. Food has to be tasty, guys. It can't be, I don't know, but I don't enjoy food that has no taste. So something bland. I like my food to have nice aromas, nice taste. Okay. I'm gonna put this aside because we already used this. We're gonna bring this guy over here and put this aside. Okay. Now, come over here with you. Oh, and I forgot. Remember, this is another herb. It's the albahaca. It's basil. I'm gonna add just a little bit. I had it in the freezer. It's the red basil I bought at the farmer's market. I can add, because we like all those aromas combined, I will chop it and add it to that queso fresco we were doing. That's why I took it out. Just let me. Okay. Very fine. Okay, and we'll put it in that bowl with the queso fresco. Okay. Okay. We'll just leave it there now. We're going to incorporate it in a little bit. Okay. So now I have here this little gadget. I don't know if you guys have it at home, but you don't know how much headache this gadget, since I bought it, has saved me. So we're going to start with one egg, and I use it to separate the yolk. See? Okay. And I put this back over here. It's not supposed to break. I don't want this to go in my food right now. I have years with this gadget because you know, I've always cooked at home. Okay. One more. Okay. And get this out. So I don't know what this is, but I want to get it out. Okay. All right. Sometimes a little eggshell can go. You gotta get, okay. Make sure that no eggshells go in there. 3. And you kind of estimate how many eggs by looking at the amount of egg whites you have. You don't want to have, oops, I got the other one. You don't want to have very little egg whites, because you need your green beans to be wrapped with a lot of it, not just a little bit. Okay. Okay, so we have 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna make one more. Let's see, I'm gonna add one more here. Okay, we have 5. 2, 4, 5. I think so. Hey, I'm gonna make one more. I'd rather to have more than less. These are, some eggs are big, some are small. And if you have leftover eggs, you put those tortitas in there by itself, and they are gonna be yummy because it's going to absorb all the flavor from the from all the other ones that have vegetables and the cheese. So let me add. My grandmother, for some reason, always added a little bit, like a teaspoon full of water. I'm trying to take out a little piece of eggshell here. Okay, so I'm just putting a little bit of water in it. What I put is like this much of water, like a little bit, okay? Take this out of here. And this is my handheld mixer. It's so old. I gotta get another one that it's very noisy because I was making some type of dough that was hard, and I have the big one over there. And believe me, it's an ornament because I never use it. My son says, I gave it to you, Mom, and you don't use it. But this is so much, handy, but I'm going to use the other one too. I just have it over there, like my son used to say, as an ornament. We start with in a low speed. Faster now. That noise. I promise you the next time I'm gonna have another handheld. Sometimes you become emotionally attached to your old things. This one, I think, already is saying goodbye because the last time, like I said, I was making a dough that was very hard and something must have probably broke. But I've had it for years and I just love that it's so handy. But anyways, I apologize for all that noise. I think it's part of the show. Just like that. Okay, so now I have this ready. And I'm going to wash my hands again to incorporate the basil. I mean, whatever herbs you have, this is what I normally put because it just makes this taste so good. Okay, this is our fresh queso fresco, and I put a little bit of Monterrey. You didn't have to. If you have queso fresco, that's plenty. Okay, now we have the start of the show here. green beans. And these green beans are gonna turn into fritters. We'll try to arrange the green beans in groups. Let's see if you can see it, what I'm doing. Let me know. Yeah, I think so. Okay, I am doing some groups here. See, put another bunch here. Let's see if we get some more light there. Can you see better? Okay. And another bunch over here. We're just aligning them for what we're going to make. You don't need to count how many you estimate by yourself what you're doing. Okay? You can make a lot of this, and your family, I can guarantee you, will be very happy. We're gonna start with that because I don't need to make a whole lot for me. So now I will put some of this cheese over here. You see? All that cheese. And it grabs all the green beans. That's like the glue. See? It grabs the green beans. And now those green beans, you know, my grandma used to call this ninos envueltos, which means, remember that expression, that other name for recipe for pigs in a blanket? So these are kids in a blanket. They are niños envueltos, or they can be also translated like wrapped children, but more, I think it makes more sense like kids in a blanket. She called them like that, niños envueltos. Okay, you see how I'm working with my food, right? It's not just magic. You have to work with your food. Okay, put more cheese in there. Your cheese and all those herbs, they are the glue and the flavor inside. You're stuffing them. Okay. And now, here we go. Believe me, you want to do this. Sometimes you don't feel like eating meat. Not every day. That's why sometimes you crave a salad. Well, sometimes you can make these ones. Okay. Now, we got one more. Get this over here. And I'm going to start heating up my oil. Okay, we got one more over here. Remember all the flavors that are in that cheese. This is not dough, this is cheese. Queso fresco with Monterrey Jack. Okay. It actually works good, those two cheeses. But if you only have queso fresco, go ahead. Okay. Now, top layer. Hey, they don't have to be exact. Don't be counting. This is not physics. We're not doing math. We're having fun. You see me, I don't tell you 10 on the bottom, 10 on the top. Just do your little kids on the blanket, with a blanket, in the blanket, whatever. Yeah. There we go. See? Okay, more cheese. See? Okay. So when you have all these green beans, you have to estimate, don't put them all. You have to leave some for the top from your batch and some from the bottom. Remember that. Oops, I gotta cover that other one. Sorry. Okay. See? And you kind of squeeze them if you want to a little bit. They are your own food. Nobody else is getting this food but you, your family. Okay? That they know that you wash your hands. And I think, enough for one more. I can do one more, I think. We'll see how this goes here. Okay. Put one more. Okay. They don't have to be perfect. Now, when I boil this, remember that you have to trim the ends of the green beans. Okay? And also sometimes you have to take off a little bit of that membrane on the side if it's too tough. Okay. I have 6 beautiful, we call them in English green bean fritters. Okay. And now what I'm going to do is get this over here, and I'm going to put a little bit of this paper towel so when we fry them, it can absorb the extra oil. So I prepare a plate like this, okay, with paper towel. Now we come over here, see, with this, and we start bringing them into the, let me see if I have a spoon that I can work it with. And I know I have this other one. Okay, let me see what we can do here. This is my first time, just as it is yours. So doing this with me here, maybe you've done it before. I just want to make sure that this is grabbed and it will not fall apart. Okay, so we'll try to wrap it like this. And if it doesn't work, we'll try another way. I don't need all that extra. Okay, I need some of that. So I will bring you here in a little bit. Okay, we'll go to the next one. Okay. Hopefully it will work. I don't know if I think this was becoming already a little bit hard. Let me get a little bit on the top here. Okay. We'll do one more. Look, in the kitchen, like in everything else, it's about trying and having the desire to do something. Nothing, you will make it happen without trying. Okay. I love the cheese because it's helping a lot. See, that's why I'm not afraid to put my hands in there, because I like them all to get some of that. See? Bring you over here in a moment. Un momento, please. Un momento. Okay. And the more we cook, the more methods we apply, the more we get better at something. Okay? And we have one more, the sixth one. All right. Now, if you notice, I did not put the egg yolks. You can if you want to, but I'd rather just to use the egg whites. But you can always incorporate. Sometimes I put one or two. You don't have to use all of them, okay? Okay. Now, I'm bringing you here in a moment. Just trying to cover this over here. Coming to bring you. It was perfect for the amount of eggs that we did. Like I said, I'm not worried about extra because I like, if I have extra, I make the tortillas by themselves. Let's see over here. Bringing you with me. Okay. Sometimes they try to get stuck, but you can always separate them because the egg works like the glue. Okay. So we will be turning this other one here. Same thing happened. Just separate them. It's just the egg doing its work. Okay. One more. One more fritter. They are happy over there, just getting fried. And I don't have a high heat, I have a medium heat. Okay. It doesn't matter if they try to get stuck. You just come, see? That's all you need to do. Let them fry by themselves. And also remember they have that cheese melting. While they are frying, let me see who's here. And I hope you guys are enjoying as much as I am. Let me see. Hey Betty, so good to see you, my friend. My baby Lee Williams, how are you? Eva watching. Virna from Spain. Mr. Blackford, what an honor. And Lorena. Oh my God, we got a lot of people watching. That is so good. So I'm gonna say cheers with Goya. I wanna introduce you, if you weren't here at the beginning, this is agua de coco, coconut water. And what I was saying, I love this brand because it has the pieces of coconut and it's the closest I have found to drinking out of the real fruit, out of the big coconut. Cheers. Riquísimo. Go buy some agua de coco, please. You will not regret it. Hello to my tocaya Lydia. So, like I said, this is one of the best ones. You know, Goya, it's really good. I think it's all natural. It might have some preservatives, I'm not gonna say no, but it's the closest I have found to drinking the real fruit. Let me check this before it gets, we're talking over here, and remember it has all that cheese, so I have to stay on the watch here. I'm coming with y'all. Coming. Now let's just watch how they are doing. What about that? Look what everything we've been doing here. Is that good or what? Almost done. Oh, you guys are gonna love this, believe me. Remember, the green beans were pre-cooked in boiling water. You didn't want them like super soft, but when they are when they're soft, when they're done, you turn them off and get them out. Drain that water, okay? You don't want them like super soft. Just soft enough that you can eat them. And that's what we had as our base, the green beans and the cheese on top, and more green beans. And remember, the cheese that we made over here has garlic, onions, tomatoes, basil, oregano, a little bit of bouillon powder or cube, whatever you have, and some of that roasted salt. and bell pepper. And so all those flavors combined are in that cheese that I stuffed these green beans with. Okay, let me see how they are doing from the bottom. I think this one is done. This is your very first one in honor to all of you, my beautiful people. Okay, thank you so much for your support, for watching. Okay. Almost done. And yeah, they have a lot of oil because all that white had to be fried and the cheese, and you want them cooked. But once we're going to put them in a sauce, we'll take that oil out. We just leave a little bit for flavor, not a whole lot, because that sauce needs a little oil too. Okay. It is something that once you have everything chopped, it's easy to make. Okay, let's check them a little. Almost done. Ooh, that cheese, that cheese, that cheese. Okay, and they're all coming out now. Okay, one more in your honor. You guys have been patient and you have been watching every step, and I know you guys learned how to make this. The recipes will be in the channel. Anytime you want to go and look for a recipe, they are all there. That's the beauty of having that channel, because it's not only a live thing and then you guys are going to forget about it. You can go back over there and refer to them whenever you want to make something. There will be a lot of recipes there. There are already a lot of them posted. Okay. Okay, now I will remove some of that oil because we don't need all that in our food. But we are going to make, like I promised you, a tomato base sauce. The fritters are already edible like that. You don't need, everything is cooked, it's perfect. If you wanted to eat it like that, you could. But The sauce is going to have, it's going to give it extra flavors, and it's easier to, I guess, once it's moist, not easier, but tastier. Let's see. Okay, just taking out some of that. You don't need all that extra in there. Okay, so I'm gonna take it out of the heat for a moment because we are going to make the sauce. Look at this. This is what you guys have made. This is beautiful. Thank you so much for your support, for staying, for learning with me. That's when we have fun, when we're together. So, I have now the blender, and I'll bring you to the blender so you guys can see what I will be adding. Let's see if I can bring you higher, or I will bring this blender. See here? Okay. And here we go. A piece of bell pepper. Okay, I will be telling you everything. Okay? And we will add a little bit of the parsley. We had a little pinch. We also have the other half of the tomato, and I cut it in half, just for easier. But this will have, okay, I'm gonna incorporate a little bit of cilantro, okay? It's going to have some of this, okay, let me break it over here. Celery, okay, so it's not too big in the blender. Okay, about half a stalk of celery, and it's gonna have some onion, just about a quarter of an onion. When you cook, you have to use onion, garlic, bell pepper. Your food has to taste good. Some onion, see? Okay, got that cilantro, and I will be using one garlic. Even though I use the other one, I have also fresh garlic. Okay, these are things that are going in the sauce. I used what was left of that tomato, plus two more big, they were Roma tomatoes, but they were big. If they're small, you can use 4. These were big. Look, I'll show you the amount. I don't know if I can show it from there. See? It was a big amount. So I am putting 3 plus that other half of Roma tomatoes. Okay. I'm going to add a little bit more of the leftover onion and bell pepper. You cannot tell me that food doesn't have flavor. Okay, that is what we have over there. And a little bit of the basil too goes there. Basil is always good. Okay. And I don't know, but I like oregano, and we used it up in our green bean fritters. So we're gonna put a little more there, just a little, because you don't want it bitter. You just want that to bring out the flavor. Okay. And now we will use, because that needs salt. Remember, the fritters have salt already. Okay, but this also needs salt. You need to put salt and pepper. Okay, so a little bit of the chicken bouillon. This is a teaspoon. So I guess we can do it 2, not very heavy. Okay, taste it. And then we can always add more, remember that. I'm gonna use some of my salt, roasted salt. Just a little pinch. 2. That's it. See? And I use a lot this sauce because Grandma used to use it. Worcestershire sauce. And it just gives a lot of flavor to your food. Just like you can use mustard, you can use things like that. They add a lot of flavor to your food. Okay? Now I'm going to bring the lid of my blender. Wait a minute, I got to add some water. Just a little bit. Let's see. So that it's not too, maybe halfway. There we go. We can always add more. Okay? Making that sauce. Wait a minute, why is this not working here? Let's see how it tastes. We have to taste our food. That's the only way. Oh my gosh. Delicioso. Delicioso. Okay. Stop that right there. Now, I will bring you over here and show you what I'm going to do. See the skillet over here? Okay, you can see it. Okay. So now, it has a little bit of oil in there left where I fried everything. And I will, now that it's not too hot, I add my sauce. Okay. Now it's gonna start warming up, heating up. I put my heat higher. We have left our fritters over here absorbing in that paper towel, that it's absorbing the extra oil. Can you see it? Okay. And this is where my wonderful Sazon Goya, this one, is gonna go in that sauce right now. Let's see if I can bring you higher so you can see better. There. Now, I'm gonna add, and this has color. The color is orangey. It's great for rices. It turns them red. See? It's got that red. The red comes from the annatto. That's what it's called. It's a natural coloring. It's a plant. It's a plant-based coloring. So that also adds flavor. Okay. Let me try. That's going to start to boil. Oh my God, the taste is delicious. Delicioso. coming right now to add our beautiful fritters. See? We don't have to drop them. We can put them like so, like that. Remember, your hands are clean. You can grab your food. Just place them like that so it will not splash. Okay. Tell me if that doesn't look good. They are really, really good. You want them all inside because you want all of them to get that flavor. I want to show you something. Look all the oil this absorbed. I don't know if you can see that. Look at it. It's so good to do that trick. Let me clean up over here. I just cannot stand a dirty stove or kitchen. Okay. See? That is going to take no time. All it needs is just to combine all those flavors. You know, the cheese and all the herbs we put in it. With the salt, with the sauce flavors. All that is just incorporated, cooking there. And it's going to be ready to serve. Just in probably 2 minutes or 3, and we're gonna be tasting our food. Believe me, I love doing that. I just always say I wish you could be tasting with me. That's the only part I don't like. I want to bring you all over here. Almost ready. Thank you all for staying. This is our second recipe of the night. Can you believe everything we've done tonight? It is so good to be with y'all. So good. I have enjoyed everyone being here. And hopefully you guys can come regularly and also be in Mi Casa y Su Casa on YouTube. Oh yeah, the smell. Ooh, yes, 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 sir. Yes, ma'am. Okay, just a little bit more. And I'm gonna warm up. Remember we made rice yesterday? We're gonna warm up a little bit of that rice. Okay. Let's see who's here. Hello, beautiful people. Mi casa es su casa. I'm gonna be drinking more of this Goya. By this time, I guess you all are getting very familiar with a lot of the Hispanic products. And we're not gonna be only cooking Hispanic food, but yes, a lot of my recipes that I grew up with. As you all know, I grew up with my grandmother and my mother, and my grandmother was a very, very good cook. At least I think, you know. So this is my coconut water. Please go, excuse me, go to the market and get some of this. You're gonna love it. Yesterday I showed you the soda, cola champagne. It's kind of orangey and it tastes like Big Red. So I've been showing you a lot of products. You see this rice over here. A bit more. And these are almost ready to try. So when do you know they're ready? Once they have, you have to feel your food. Let them combine those flavors. I can't say 10 minutes, turn it off. Go ahead and try your food. See, you know, you let it boil for a while and not a very high heat. Kind of medium high at this point. Okay? When we were making the fritters, it was medium. Yeah, it was also medium to medium high. Never on high heat because you're gonna burn your food. Hi Julio, how are you? Making ninos envueltos, my grandma used to call them. So that will be kids in a blanket instead of pigs in a blanket. So it's just you wrap them with egg and you stuff them with cheese. I guess the kids are the green beans. Okay, we got rice. We'll see how that is going over here. Just check. Oh, it tastes so good. One of the things that my grandmother, actually, they put molasses sometimes when the you know how you add a little bit of sugar to spaghetti? It's not because you like sugar in your spaghetti, it's because the acidity of the tomatoes, it tastes less acid if you put, look, I'm just doing just a little pinch of sugar. I'm not going to make Kool-Aid out of my food, just a little pinch. Okay, it's not to bring out the sweet flavor, it's just to make it less acid. It's just a tiny bit of sugar because I did use a lot of tomato. Just like when you do spaghettis. That's a trick that you can use for your Christmas dishes when they have a lot of tomatoes or whatever, or anytime. Just trying to bring it to taste less acid because tomatoes will do that. That's just natural. Oh yeah, perfect. Coming. Yes, definitely that trick is something you might want to try. Remember, it's better to add, once you put a lot, it's just a tiny bit. You can't fix it once you put it there. Okay, let's turn the volume down. The heat was too high. And now this is ready. I'll let you watch it over here. That's your food. Okay. I'm gonna do one beautiful, nice and big for you, because all of you are so good. Look at this. We all did this together. Some of that sauce we were talking about. Okay. Hey, you can put more sauce. It's your food. Yes. And turn this off and cover your food And now you come here and look at this. Look at this beauty. You can also have a salad, whatever you want. I'm serving it with rice. And it is just delicious. That's yesterday's rice that had shrimp. You see that? So you and I are going to be tasting this. Let's see. I want you to get a better angle. Okay. Okay. Oh yes. Oh yes. Look at the cheese in there. Ooh. Smells delicious. And put some of that sauce in there. Yum. That's for you. We're gonna try it together. Hello everybody. It is so good that you guys stay with me. This is why I make things happen, because of your beautiful support. And these are your green bean fritters served with rice. Let's try. Oh my God. This is what you call comfort food for me. Or kids that grew up with that homemade food. You had grandmas or moms that cook at home. It has that taste from home. Look at that cheese. If you wanted to end when they were just fried without the sauce, or serve the sauce separate and fry, and then you add the sauce at the end, you can. That's another technique. I dip them in the sauce. I wanted them to take a bath in the sauce. They are, I'll tell you what, I love that rice, but they don't even need the rice. They are delicious. And you're not eating any meat, and this can perfectly be dinner. Very good. I'm going to show you. I want to show you something. I'm going to grab a big piece just to show you the cheese. Isn't that beautiful? And we'll have another piece for all of you. Yummy, yummy. With agua de coco. Delicious, delicious. Let me get a blanket. I mean, not a blanket, a napkin. I'm thinking about children in a blanket. That's what my grandma used to call them. I almost go grab a blanket. Some of that rice with that juice. That's the purpose of that juice. You can eat it with mashed potatoes. And that juice, that goes with the mashed potato. That goes with rice. If you want to serve it with grits, whatever. It's your food, it's your party. Nobody can tell you how to eat. You can blend whatever you want. Wow. This is, and the best part is, if this is for dinner, your stomach is going to feel good when you go to bed. You're not going to feel heavy. You ate all that meat or everything that was heavy. This is very light. Very light. Try to make it. tonight, when I say goodbye, or hasta mañana, I'll see you tomorrow, I will be going to my computer and upload these recipes so you can have them there, and whenever you want to make, you will refer to them. We have a few already, plenty of recipes. Betty says, I love all your different aprons. I love aprons, I love hats, I love jewelry, I love fashion. I'm a girly girl, Betty. These are delicious kids in a blanket, children in a blanket. These are nothing but green beans fritters. You will be a hit. If you bring this to a party, they had no idea. Thank you, Betty. You too, darling. You always look beautiful. Betty, you are you are a beautiful woman inside and outside, Betty. And that's better than anything. So I ate one fritter with y'all. I hope you guys try one of my recipes. They're not hard. Who doesn't know green beans? It's just another way of making them. Who doesn't like cheese? It's got all the ingredients that you know. Just like I told you, I ate the fritter and I did not eat the rice. You will enjoy them. Let's see who else is here. Thank you so much for staying, y'all. I will see you tomorrow. I have in mind some good sweet recipes too. And I might surprise you with something from another area or part of the world. So far, we've been doing a lot of Hispanic dishes. We have been doing pasta too in some of our recipes. But I will get to other parts of the world and some desserts too. Tomorrow, I think I'm going to do one of those. Okay? One or two. I promise. Thank you so much for staying with me. I love you all. And I hope you have enjoyed the fritters as much as I did. And let me know if you have made them. Or let me know of a recipe that you have that you want me to make. Okay? Have a good night, everybody. Bye-bye. Love you all.